And so many people in boxes. Also, Roger, I seen your comment on, I don't know what video it was. I think it might have been M-Tashed. But it was crazy seeing someone who I've seen here in the ethos. It was wild. You were talking about BAAL and your love for waifus and that you're gonna go for her because she looks awesome and all of these things. If I'm not mistaken, it was something to that effect. But yes. Also, can one of my lovely mods, if it's not too much trouble, if it is, then just screw it. But could you go to our Discord and basically do the whole we're streaming on YouTube thing in our announcement tab, even though I'm sure everyone has it blocked because it's constantly popping off. The reason why we can't is because I just made a video I uploaded this morning. Talking about a bunch of stuff, talking about all the new stuff. And of course, they drop the new trailer, which I watched. But this is also just my way of being, okay, just so I didn't miss anything, let's go back and talk about Sara. But also, real quick TLDR, sorry for this. Because I don't have a version of this when I'm over there. So I'm kind of just obscurely in the... yeah, it's not great. Anyways... But yes, this is BAAL's henchman, ever loyal, and the most underboob I've ever seen in any character ever. I'm sure you'll challenge me with that, but hot damn. Anyways, yeah, she looks aesthetically fantastic. Love the bob cut, looks great. But essentially, ladies and gentlemen, this is not exactly what you're going to be doing right here. Right here, the charge attack is what you're going to probably be doing for a majority of her kit. And action and all that stuff. But basically, it all revolves around her charge attack, basically dropping a crow feather. Now, when you go in the radius, or the explosive radius, like here in the thing, you're going to be getting attack scaling. I think that's how that works. A crow feather will trigger that. Okay, so I think that's just always. I hope it's not just with her E. But regardless, using her E teleports her backwards and gives her a crow feather. Now, why is attaining a crow feather and running up and letting this detonate around you important? It's because it's going to scale up your attack. People are saying that this is going to make this character up for some of the top best support characters in the game. I think she's going to be very, very good. But I'm not sure if I can 100% agree that she's going to be a Bennett or a Shincho, because the reason why those characters are insane is because you switch them, you hit a button, and then they just give you the world. This character demands you to aim, kind of manage some shit. If you have her C6, then it's worth that times 10. But ultimately, I think she's gonna be a great support character. Also, yeah, if you have her C6, it gets pretty wild. But it's also only up for 6 seconds. So this really messes with the meta of a BAAL where you basically pop off for 8 seconds, or a Razor whose ult lasts a long time. Any character that has a roaming, you need to stay on me to deal damage, kind of falls apart, and it's why Shinchos are so good, and Bidos and potentially BAAL is so good. So yeah, as much as this is going to be good, I just don't know if it's, yeah. Lynn says, another turret. Not quite a turret. It just does an AoE blast, and you're just going to want to use your charge attack, run in her charge attack with another character, get the attack scaling buff for 6 seconds, and yeah. And also it scales, so yeah, it scales off of her base attack, similar to Bennett's, although not as ferocious as Bennett. Yeah, but the good news is that, well, no, Bennett, you can, as long as you have enough energy recharge, you can just place his circle in another place, and also gives you healing. I think she's going to be good. I think she's going to be really good, and I think she's aesthetically one of the best characters in the game. I love, the Raven, Crow aesthetic. I guess it's Crow because they're crow feather, right? So I guess she's a crow, less of a Raven. But anyways, regardless, yeah, her ult is basically just a mass AoE damage that also gives you her attack scaling buff. It's called the Tengu Jari or whatever the hell. But yeah, cool. Very cool. Lots of damage and lots of, chaos. I wonder if it has any effect like Ganyu, where it basically attacks things and sprawls outwards, but I wonder if it targets them in any way like Ganyu does, so Venti's become a little bit more useful. But I digress. Very cool. So basically, long story short, this is the main thing she's going to be doing a charge attack, hitting an enemy, getting a crow feather, and getting mass attack scaling. Good stuff. And then her ult and her E kind of help her do both of those things, which is fun. As of her being a main DPS here, I don't know. I would say probably not. There's other like main DPS things here that are better, but in terms of a character that's going to be aesthetically looking awesome, going to change up the meta, and generally seems neat, go team. Go team. Don't think it's a bad situation. Anyways, where is the thing? This one. All right, boom. Let's jump into Genshin. Did the things. We did the things, boom, and we're back. Seamless. Just like that. How is everyone doing? We got Ashley in the house, who's, AO is someone forgetting Aloy. No, we did Aloy this morning. I uploaded a video Aloy this morning. We went through all of her kit, Ashley. God damn you. Anyways. Hazel says, hello. This time I'm here. Hell yeah, Hazel. Love to see you, buddy. Hazel, were you the one who asked me something in the Discord just a couple minutes ago about what I thought about her? Because that was for you, buddy, also. Carly says, I can't I can't comment in announcement. I'll drop it in the hub. Okay, oh, gotcha, okay. Oh, maybe not the hub. Well, maybe she has a hub, whatever. I just think the hub is like, I always worried to be too like imposing. So like I know a lot of people have the one tab muted for a good reason. It's constant like, it's the new video. But yeah, he's seen your comment. I had to leave the conversation to set up the stream, but I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Also, it's one of these. I must have missed it while I was in the shit of it. Lonesingit says, Sara, aka Thunderclap Waifu. I feel like that's about right. Flo says, Aloy is only relevant for those players who have PS4 or 5 or can link their account. Rest of us have to wait till October. Yeah, also, I just think that was not the play, man. To release like 3 characters all at once right beside an Archon, it just feels like, this don't feel like the play. Basically is where I keep coming to. I'm like, I don't know, man. Just seems like there's a lot to do, like far too much to do. Also, don't let me forget to do my daily. Fluff says, plus no wishing required. What you mean? What happened? What? Ayla says she should have been BAAL. Really? I like BAAL, man. I like BAAL's kid a lot. I feel like BAAL gets a lot of shit for her like design. But I don't know. I think especially like I think people have. I like Kujou Sara looks awesome. Kujou Sara. I'm gonna say Sara. People keep saying the full name, and I feel bad. I only say the first name, but regardless. Also, what's good, Nanny? But yeah, I don't know. I find like when you're actually playing BAAL and when you're activating her super, her ponytail turns like all violet, and it just like has crazy effects and stuff like that. So I feel like she's not bad in that regard. I think she's made to be a character that looks kind of like serene and eternal, but then when she flips on her electric switch, she just goes fucking ape shit and looks kind of crazy and colorful, you know. Fluff says she's not a turret, she's an E, then 1 charge attack and then go dash in and get attack buff. That's what I was wondering, Fluff, though. Does she only get the attack scaling buff with her when she does her E, or is it just her chart? Whenever you collect a crow feather, technically you get the attack scaling buff. Because if it's only associated with her E and her alt, then that's a little different. The good news is that I think her like charging mechanics are significantly less, like brutal to manage. What I mean by that, fuck it, we'll do that, boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I think they're a lot less shitty to manage. I don't know what I mean by that. Why am I saying that? I don't know. Oh, also, ladies and gentlemen, this is huge. You guys thought I stopped doing it. Guess what? Mug of the Sitting, baby. Finally got a brand new one. This one's pretty huge. It is also super white, so it's doesn't play with lighting and my darker complexion. But anywho, also Hootaz living her best life, dancing. Alone Ticket says Sara's ability looks flashy as hell. Yeah, man. My only thing is it sucks that it's on a huge cooldown. But you know, and then yeah, yeah. Also, if I didn't say hi to everyone, forgive me. I seen you. I kind of started like swinging for the rafters because yeah, I didn't want to miss stuff. I still can't wait for Genshin to explain the whole like clearly fucking people died. Clearly people died in the Vision Hunt decree. Clearly what's her name has done some horrible shit. Clearly if Kujou Sara, if she wasn't like making sure her guards weren't Mick a-holes, they were totally open to torturing like a guy. And then I can't wait for them to be like, but sadness, but the Raiden Shogun is just sad. And I'm like, what about all the people that you murdered, okay? Or just absolutely got eviscerated by your actions. And I'm 100% kidding. I'm just like, I don't care, man. Make it okay, please. Tell me sweet, sweet little lies. Because yes, I'm very, well, again, I don't know. I don't want to jump the gun too much because, we don't know. Day one, she could come out and it could be like, all right, well. Also, I'm not playing for Hu Tao with Healthgate. I don't have enough things to make that warranted. Also, we're playing co-op, and I trusted my co-op partner to make up for my lack of sort of crazy damage, so to speak. Lynn says, has to refresh to see the chat. Weird. Me? Oh, you mean you? Okay, gotcha. That's weird. Especially since the fall of outside AoE. Sorry, I wasn't attacking. I thought we were done. Work with the wolf boss to BAAL, otherwise it's mostly for show. Okay. I personally prefer her burst to be growing AoE like Riptide effect. Okay, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I could see that being pretty great. Secondly, what's good? Secondly says, I don't feel that it's much since not everyone can get Sara or BAAL, so they will only get Aloy and that's it, just for PS4 players, so it's not a lot. But the thing is, it's not just that, Secondly, it's just that like we're getting 2 new characters, 2 new islands, and a bunch of new different type of events. So just to me, it seems like it's like, Jesus Christ, this seems like a lot. Like yeah, and especially if you unless you've not gone in a character for a hot minute, but you've if you've been waiting for 2 banners to wait for to get BAAL or to get Sara, yeah, to me I'm like, it all seems like it's stacking up pretty like a lot. It seems like there's a lot to do, and maybe I'm calibrating the amount of the new islands. Like maybe they're just set pieces. They're just like, yeah, hey, this is just a hub for the resistance, and that's it. Which would be, I think, a travesty, frankly, because those places look awesome. Also, we're getting a bunch of new story and a whole new weekly boss. Like, yeah, and we're getting we're getting three new bosses in total, all of them replayable. We're getting 2 new islands. We're getting 3 new characters, and we're getting 5 new weapons. All right, 5 new weapons? If you consider, I think the 5-star polearm. That's a lot. That's a lot of shit. It's like an absurd amount of content to be like, all right, well, yeah, shit. And also, it's not content that has like progression. You know what I mean? It's not the same thing as like something to level up or like a weekly or something. Or a weekly, yes, but not the other stuff, So that's something that I'm curious about. I'm not sure how it's gonna play or if it's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. Damn you. By the way, my Hu Tao is not leveled up at all. Just to let you know, it's not crazy. In fact, I probably should put a razor on, but still dealing like 22k or something, so don't think it's the worst. But yes. God, having C1 Hu Tao would just be like absolute bonkersness, though. What's good, Penguin? Penguin says, I wonder if this game will ever take the pathway or just stay friendly for an easier time on advertisers / investments. Oh, I see. Well, that's the thing, Penguin. I mean, it's like, what do you call it? Like, look at Sara. Look at Sara, man. She basically has like the most boob ever. She's got like tiny little flappy bits, but her like fucking whole leg and shit is out. They get real close. They're like, how can we do it without technically doing it? What if we give her like a skin tight thing so it looks like basically not like the thing, but it isn't technically. I gotta appreciate it. That's some grade A like getting around the rules level shit. Oh, so let me catch him on chat. Sorry, I just found it got away from me for a hot minute. And or coming in the half of the patch. Yeah. Either way, she depends on that, so she's not a consistent aim shot character like Ganyu. Yeah. Aloy, being a freebie is fine. I'll be saying that Xingqiu and Barbara is too much when we're getting a banner. Yeah. My thing when I say too much is not just the character. I'm saying that it's not even too much. I'm just saying that it's so much. Like if you're going on BAAL's banner, you're probably going to come out of there with 2 or 3 characters, like 2 brand new characters. There's no way you can prepare for these characters. So you're going to be spending a lot of time farming like plants, resources, and all of these things. And then they're like, okay, well, now that that's happening, we're going to give you a brand new character already when you have 2 new maps and 2 new things to do and a bunch of new weapons to level up. That's what I mean, is it seems like it's like, shit. It would have been, I feel like you should have drip feeded some of this with each event, so it wasn't just like, here's an event, here's some primo gems, you'll forget about it immediately. You know what I mean? Like, you could have leveraged, here's the weapon, and we're gonna put it in the game if you don't want to get it now, but it'll level up easier in this event, so do it now if you want to have better resource management, you know what I mean? Lindsay says, I mean, Grin, I'll take a long cooldown for cool looking ability. I mean, I don't really know why you would do the difference or why you'd pick. I don't know why you couldn't. I don't know why having a long ability or a short cooldown and a cool looking ability. I don't know why that's the price. I feel like that's a shitty deal. Why can't you? It's like, I don't know why having a long cooldown would mean it. If anything, if it looks cool, I want to see it more. So I want it to have a short cooldown. They can have like a fuck ton of gluttonous energy demand, so at least I can build around that. That's where I'm at with that. Nice Fluff. I think it's clever to release early and let also get Aloy. Yeah, Fluff says, I hope they start a rerun doesn't result in the content. Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, my thing is that I'm like, man, I don't know. Maybe MiHoYo finally like found a way to pace things out, or they found some sort of like thing. They found out how to do something, because I know that was such a big problem that so many people had and felt, is they're like, man, like rerun banners really just had like repeat events that didn't hold our attention for that long. It seems like that, and I shouldn't say I mean, maybe it's just me. I just felt like that was a big thing where eventually people start feeling like a little tired from the kind of back and forth minutia of everything. And they kind of want a little bit more. So I'm thinking, well, you're giving us a lot right now, so either that means you learn that you hired more people and your live service team is increased and you're gonna kill it, or not that, or it's a little rough, but we'll see. I don't know. Let's hope that they hired more live service team and they're gonna like give us significantly more content throughout the course of all of this, but we'll see. Regardless, I'm excited for the characters. I am just kind of like, whew, that's a lot to level up. You know what I mean? Segi says, it's still not a lot. It's just, like Fluff said, it's like getting a 4-star. You decided whether or not to build the character. It's not a lot. Well, that's the thing. It's not that I'm saying it's not just the characters. To me, it's all of the stuff with characters. Usually, it's like, here's some characters, like a free character, a free 5-star character. That's something that most people can rationalize building. But it's the fact that it's coming with so much other shit. The weapons, the world creation, story quests, a bunch of new bosses to farm. So like, to me, it comes with all of that shit where it's just like, man, I hope that we're not gonna, like, in a month or two, we're not just gonna be like, fuck, I'm bored, there's nothing to do. There's nothing that's important to do. There's no like hot and spicy new character that we could get that's the first free 5-star, you know what I mean? Although again, the first free 5-star is only possible because of what do you call it, PlayStation get thrown down probably a hefty amount of money and then regretting it because Horizon Zero Dawn got delayed. But anyways, Raja says, I am the greatest fan of Aloy, aesthetically speaking. Oh, I'm not the greatest fan of Aloy aesthetically. I don't get it, man. Raja, her goddamn eyeshadow game is on point, man. It looks great. Also, she looks Viking as hell, but I feel you, everyone got different tastes, but I think she looks awesome. But I admit MiHoYo has done an excellent job putting the internet for her play. What is it? Oh, peaking. Is that what you mean? Peaking the internet for her play? Yeah, I could see that. Oh, no. Is that what you meant? Interesting? Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying, yeah. MiHoYo has always been pretty good at marketing and everything like that. Like what do you call it? Well, also, I think it's Mahou got lucky with just the whole like waifu and stuff community kind of really showing a lot of love to Genshin, it seems. Also, Ashley deflected. Lynn says nothing wrong with a bit of underboob every now and again. Listen, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those things where it's like this seems like intentional or the most suppressed man I've ever seen in my life designing these characters. You know what I mean? This has got to be like, no. We'll do just the right amount. Not too much, not too little, but just the right amount to where they're like, all right, here it is. Fluff says, personally speaking, I think and find the skin tight underlayer more appealing than I don't disagree with you, Fluff. I think I appreciate the aesthetic design of everything, and like the clothing and all that stuff looks awesome. It's better than just like here's a shitty tiny bikini that looks like no imagination. You know, I agree with the sense of like that's the difference between like design, style, and how big of a difference that can make. Saggy says, yeah, Aloy is a new player friendly. You know, my thing is not that we shouldn't get Aloy. My thing is that maybe we should have gotten a new 5-star when there was less coming out all at once. Because again, I'm totally ready to eat my words, but I'm worried in 3 months or 2 months they're gonna be like, yeah, there's the 2 events and there's just the banner characters and no new weapons, no new nothing, and I'm just like, I feel like we could have used that 5-star, that free 5-star right now, but. Saggy says, but the thing is, Grin, you don't have to level them all up right away. Yeah, no, that's true. I know, but my thing is, like, you could say that to just about everything. Like, you could be like Sekiri. I'm sure you could, if you were like, I'm kind of bored or I want more from Genshin. A person could be like, what are you talking about? Look at all these characters you have to level, and you're like, yeah, but I don't want to level up Barbara. And they're like, what are you talking about? That's content. And you're just like, I don't know why you're wrong, but you're somehow wrong. Okay, that's kind of where I'm at, where it's like, yes, you can level them up eventually, but there's a spark, there's a magic in a brand new character that you like the design of. When you have like 6 different good looking, fantastic, interesting characters all at once, what happens over time is you start to diminish things that you have consistently, or at least that's the way it seems. Yeah, unless they're so good that like, or so fun that it ends up taking priority over like the waifu that you like the design of, or vice versa, because not everyone operates under that kind of guise, or the husbando, I should say, in your case. But yes. Similar to being Mona and Jean style compared to the characters with skins, tight granny. Yeah. Fluff says, and Aloy's bow is decent, but almost exclusively useful on her whilst only being able to PS5. Yeah, PS5 exclusive. Yeah. Others are much better for everyone else, including Aloy. Yeah. Again, my thing was not that like I'm like, yeah, we shouldn't get a free 5-star. That was never the argument or my discussion. Mine is like, I just think we have a lot of new stuff right now, and again, who knows what we'll have in a month now, and who knows what, like, it would have been cool to like for everyone to kind of unlock and unravel the first free 5-star character. Whereas I feel like a lot of people who are getting BAAL, who are getting any of these other characters, or who are just like, yeah, I already got like, I know people who haven't even gotten Sayu, sorry. And they're still working towards leveling that up. Husbando supremacy, says Raja. Fluff says that's the loop of Genshin. What do you mean, the characters? I'm gonna burst to get to the bottom of the chat because I'm reading the middle. I feel like you guys are replying to things that I'm saying, but I'm not able to find them basically. Also, I'll push the chat. Speed reading, which is very much more like everyone else's normal speed of reading. Hell, I exhausted almost all of my side quests before unlocking Inazuma, and now I'm drowning in them again. Yeah. Fluff says China is pretty heavy on censorship for a lot of things, so it's very Oh, I see. That's hilarious, because it's like you suppress a culture and they tend to really figure out ways around the rules, but they get close to the same outcome. Ashley says I'm pretty sure they patched out something that won't say who, because people were being pervert. Oh yeah, I think, yeah. What was it, like the weird people were like flying and there were like butt things or whatever. People were upskirting characters essentially. They changed Ayaka for, is that what it was? Yeah. Bento, what's good, Bento? Always good to see you, buddy. How you been? We go hydrate. Will do, Nanny. Oh, Nanny, dodge, deflect. Lynn says, if the resin was less of a thing, I would level up my body. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If they, yeah. That's also, I think, the thing, which could be like a Mahoyo, like, why are you doing this? Why are you releasing so much all at once? Especially with like, unless you guys are like upkeeping a different level of volume now, which we're not used to, which again, having more content is not a bad thing. But maybe they're like, okay, no, if we give them significantly more characters, new weapons, that means they're going to dwindle the resources and actually have to, you know, like it may be a marketing thing. Like, okay, you'll have to do resin refreshes. You'll maybe have to buy from the store. The store. There it is. Sparks. Ashley says, so if I hide and seek event does return, will Mona and Ayaka be a pain to catch? Yeah, I never even knew that was the meta. I never, like, cause I did like a bunch of matchmaking. I just never did that. Never got that. Yeah, I always did Chi-Chi meta in the hide and seek. But also, man, if they do the hide and seek, I think they need to like give you a bigger radius, like a bigger area, because I always felt like, I guess they want you to kind of like move around, but I don't, like, Genshin is such a weird game where if you can see movement, because everything is pretty still, all things considered, you know? It's not like there's like bushes waving in the land or in the background kind of thing. Let's do that. Yeah, it worked out okay. Welcome to Inazuma. We've got Waifu Kaya, Better Amber, Better Fischl, Better Barbara, Dog Boy, Japanese Child, Cleaver Sword Sheath, yeah, Cleavage Sword Sheath, yes. I agree. Honestly, well, again, the whole meme with Mermaid Girl being like a Barbara is pretty real. Although in that case, it does make it seem like, yeah, it makes the new Inazuma characters feel a little uninspired, you know what I mean? Especially when people do it like that. Because, I don't know, when was the last time we got like a Hu Tao-like character who's just like doing this shit, fucking combusting? And yeah, you know what I mean? But also like has, I don't know, I just think like Hu Tao is one of those characters that I think is, you may not like the way she plays, but I think she's undeniably one of the more unique characters in the game. Lynn says, yeah, I figured out how to stay frosty whilst not having to hold a button down. I will be killing a hide and seek with Ayaka. Yeah, apparently, yeah. I did not know that. I did not know that was the thing. I cannot wait to be annoyed at people cheating, okay, in this goddamn game mode. I know, I just don't want to do the jump meta, even though I know I just burned through so much stamina when I sprint cancel, but it's just annoying. Damn it, do this. My chest. Roger says, I would love one day to see a beach volleyball skin for Zhongli complete with a beach ball burst animation where he just throws down he spikes down a massive volleyball, or just a volleyball ball like meteor comes down. I feel like we'll have it. Although, I don't know, because we haven't heard Zhongli. I thought we were going to see like Zhongli and Venti interact. And I thought there was even like leaked audio files of that, but I don't think they ever did it, which is a shame. Bento says, yeah, laughing at Raja. I mean, listen, I'm all for people getting that husbando game on lock. All right, I already know the answer, Raja. But what if they give you, like, market or like give the option to be available for you to get Zhongli with his iconic like peak godhood, wearing an actual hoodie with fucking geo glowing arms? What if they, okay, but the price tag is $60. Would you go? Would you full send, Raja? I feel like I know the answer because you talked about whaling for characters, or like max constellation characters. So I feel like this would be a a nothing thing, but yes. But $60 US dollars, whoo, that's a whole game. Even though if you've wailed on characters, it's pretty. I would be, yeah, just bang, full send. Love to hear it. Too good. Man, they got. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the power of husbandos and just like your Barbie basically looking bad ass. I would like to have my what would be the thing, Ken doll or whatever, to look badass as well, but not for fucking $60. I can't. My brain says nah. I can't. It's too much. Hurts me. Hurts my heart of hearts. Fluff says, heck, Tentacle had to exist simply because they were finding workarounds for depicting intercourse in really. That's just like the biggest yikes ever. Like, you're like, hey, we want to stop sexualizing everything sexual. Stop it. And then your population's like, but like not animals. And then you're like, what? No, I didn't mean. No, stop it. Please stop drawing. And they just go off. You're like, this was a mistake. We should not have suppressed people, man. Yikes. Also, Lone Syndicate, you got anything to do today in terms of Genshin? Because I am out in my resin. I think I got my fragile resin this week already. Oh. Ashley says, yes, it's the spirit that was the main pain in the arse. You could clearly see them. Fluff says, Archon skin would be great. Those would definitely sell, considering Morax and yeah. Again, I think, well, the thing that makes me laugh is because, like, there's been, like, I'm not sure if they're leaks or if they're just kind of like, no, it's not leaks. It's where it's like the actual game shows like past events. Like we've seen Zhong Li with his old hoodie skin in actual like game. Stop! Don't accept! Oh. Or do you still need to do this? I'm all good here. Says Lone. Yeah, we're done. We're done here. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. But what I was saying was we know that they're basically gonna probably make Zhong Li like a fucking badass wearing like a hoodie and goddamn like has Geo hands looking just But then Venti and his shit looks they're still like he is in no way becoming any he's masculinity opposite. The opposite direction. He has angel wings, he's still got boy shorts and all that shit. And I'm just like, okay, I mean I feel like I don't know, but at the same time I see what they're doing and Jesus. What do you call it? Bento says, if I got Hu-Tao, I'm not charge attacking, canceling too much work. Yeah, I feel it, man. It's a little annoying, honestly, to do it. Which is why her C1 just makes things like a lot easier in terms of just playing her. But also, this is a shame because this is awesome. Like, look how much radius this has. Also, there's like little tiny butterflies flying around with each hit. She looks awesome. At least Thomas will be the first pyro guy in a long time. Yeah, that's true. Hopefully he's strong though, because you know the first like G or like whatever. People are like the first insert this character, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still a little hurt. All right. Bob says, although we're getting the polar, the Anubis boy. Yeah, I feel like the Anubis person's pretty far off because I feel we still got Dendro to kind of get after. Also, we should probably do the pings. This. Yeah, we still got the not Geo. Did I say Geo? I mean Earth type, whatever it's called. The Dendro. We still got the Dendro element to kind of get. We still got the tiny girl and the snake guy. I just don't know if we're gonna get. I don't know. I feel like it's probably soon. Like after this kind of arc is settled, I think in maybe 2.4, because that's probably when we'll be done with the Inazuma characters that they've kind of hinted at, maybe. Fluff says, now that I think of it, Sumera and Act 3 doesn't feel as far away as it did before, since we're already in Inazuma content, especially if they did a 2.3. Yeah, I will say that's something that I think surprised a lot of people, where they're like, and we're at, what was it, 2. Or 1.7? And then they're just like, yeah, guess what? Boom, we're here. Full send it. And you're like, oh, geez. Wow, I did not. As of Yeah, I feel like you just shot yourself in the foot. Why are we moving so quickly through the numbers? I wonder if it's because the Genshin success just popped off, so they just hired a shit ton more people. I feel like that might have been what took place. Also, I remember when I could barely tear one of those things down. Look at us. Look at us now. We're okay. It's a very not leveled up Hu Tao anyways. Love says Japan of old be like no pee-pee, so they were like, all right, tentacles instead. Yeah, or it just seems like it's all animals, because there's like weird morphed human being thing hybrids, whatever they're fucking called, meta-humans, I don't know. They're like beast people. They're like, they got ears, they got tails, and yeah, I mean, I guess in Egypt there were like some weird like face with animal things, but not like what happened in Japan, all right? Not like what nuke culture has, all right? Brutal, but yes. For what it's worth, love it. Love all the weird, crazy, imaginative things. Maybe not when it gets weirdly sexual, but you know, when it gets fun and creative, hell yeah. Love says, Lynn says, Grin saying intercourse is hilarious, and I don't know why. Yeah, there's certain words that I've never been able to say. One of them, it's because I over-enunciate things, Lynn. Like, I've never been able to say the word for a woman's hadada that is not like the medical term. Well, both are awful, basically, because I enunciate the words too much, and no, I will not say them because that's foul. Okay, I do not want that to be on tape. But yes, basically, I just can't. I just can't. It sounds too weird. Oh, it's real not good. Oh, geez, Louise. Oh, I really do need a support character anyway, like a healer. I know, and yeah, I mean, you're a support character, yes, but just not what I need. Hurry up and give me a thing. There it is. This. Please have enough radius. It did not. Did not have enough radius. Oh, I don't have enough thing. Fine, I'll be able to break through that, I think. Never mind. Overload is not the element that is the play. Go, Lone Syndicate. Man, you got fucking... Oh, you got Ganyu. It's incredible. Can't wait. Can't wait for her rerun. Hopefully it's true. I'll collect this. Be useful. Alright. Fluff says, it's a safe word that still refers to something we try to avoid discussing. It's true. It's true. Roger says, be one of husbandos or waifu supremacy Mahoyo would relieve us all of our funds, whether they catch to the cultural... yeah, I could. Yeah, that's true. They're men of, or people, I should say, of craft. They know exactly like, again, they're like, even before all of this, their whole like company name was Tech Otakus Rule the World or something like that. So you're like, they it reminds me of that stupid fucking Bane quote where it's like, you merely embody, or you merely wielded it, I embodied it, or some stupid shit. Gross. Anyways, also, I think you're gonna have to leave me alone, Syndicate, for a minute. Never mind, this is okay. Sometimes you can't do certain missions because co-op. I mean, we're already got summer outfits for Jean and Barbara, beach episode theme upon it. Yeah, it's true. Who knows? Maybe in the next, maybe when, because I think they kind of hinted at things like coming back. I just don't know if they probably should bring back Klee's whole situation. You know what I mean? Like her whole island paradise thing. I'd rather he come with Yai. Oh, wait, before that, Fluff says, so if Garu is coming in 2.3, that either means he's going to be paired with Yai or with Ganyu, if she's the first. Man, I would so be happy with Ganyu, but I'm assuming it's not, because it's two archers, and they kind of don't seem like they harmonize at all. Unless, yeah, it would make more sense for Yai if Yai is speculatively a support character. If he was some sort of weird DPS archer kind of thing, it would make sense that he'd go. I would bet Yai. We'll see. All right, we'll see. Also, Lone Syndicate says, also, Grin, I made it to season 2 of Welcome to Demon School, Irma. Dude, okay, so here's the thing, Lone Syndicate. I couldn't handle it, man. I started watching season 2. First of all, I rewatched season 1, and there's like 24 episodes, so I just love the series that much. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Welcome to Demon School, Irmika. You should watch it. It's beautiful. Anyways, it's just like the most wholesome, lovely show ever. If you ever watch like Soul Eater and you like the art style, it's kind of similar in that regard, of like this kind of crazy monster realm kind of thing. Anyways, watch season 2. I stopped at the point where they finally started settling down, and it's just so creative and cool. It's just, I can't even handle it, man. I loved it. I had to stop watching though, because I had to let it accrue more episodes, so I wasn't sitting on like cliffhanger hell, which happened. Also, that's not what we're doing. We're gonna talk to this woman, I think. Yes, woman. Raja says, to be honest, I do not feel MiHoYo ever could have anticipated Genshin would have surpassed Hawkeye in popularity. I agree. Well, I don't think any game has ever succeeded so goddamn hard. So quickly. Like, I know MiHoYo already was financially secure with their other IP, Hawkeye Impact, I think. Like, it was already supporting most of the devs, well-being, all that stuff. But the fact that they made, like, billions on this game at this point, like, and yeah, that's just like, what? What? But the good news is that I think they did start putting it back into the game to make Genshin kind of a weirdly, like, constantly updating, constantly evolving game. The thing that I think they're now at is I think there's people on the board or like in the development team that are kind of, they're like, you don't want to, I think they're afraid to ruin the success, but I think that will probably be, in a way, Genshin's downfall. Like the fact that they're not giving us, like, every event can still be completed in like 2 minutes, and that's it. And like just super quick and all that stuff. So I don't know. A part of me is just, I'm waiting for when they eventually add like clans, or when they eventually add like a city reputation that doesn't just take what seems like 2 or 3 months to complete, but instead has multiple levels of completion with various different rewards, and maybe that's where they throw some of this like next level skins. So it would take you like 3 months to get a skin if you grinded the weeklies every day, but it would still be something to look down the pipeline and be like, okay, this is worth coming back to, worth doing, because I feel like that's the part where people are just kind of getting really burnt out on the potential of the game, because it's always just an event that takes 2 seconds, you know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like it's, well, I shouldn't say that. It does seem like it's improving. But just in the direction in which I think Genshin was already really strong. I think Genshin's like character design, characters' abilities and such were already really fun and good, and gameplay was already pretty solid. But it's just, I think the game lacked like this weird kind of player like progression depth, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like I'm not sure if they're going to give us that, especially at this point, because you think like with Inazuma, we got the Sakura tree, so there's that. We got a brand new city reputation to level up, but that's it, So who knows? Maybe in 2.1 we'll have like that resistance person have like some sort of unlockable system for us that can be grinded through and do and stuff like that. Bento says, yeah, Genshin kind of set the bar for a new mobile. Yeah, man. Well, that's the thing. Everyone was like, mobile games? You're not a gamer. Weird nonsense, which I never agreed with. But just Genshin being just insane. Just popping off in a whole different kind of way, Oh, yeah. Fluff also brings up a point where, like, Genshin also came out in 2021, or 2020, sorry, which was, like, a great year for people being, like, lost and needing something to do, especially something that kept you engaged or asked you to stay engaged for long periods of time. Also, Carthage says, okay, question, or okay, chat, question. You have superpowers, but it can't be used to make you into a her/villain. But it can't be used to make you into a her/villain. And is usually is useless in most particular situations. Example: change eye color whenever you want to any color. Okay, so just like a useless power. You have a superpower that's just absolutely useless. Is that right? Also, guys, I'm a little sick and my eyes keep blurring out. It's hard to describe, but like. Basically, when I'm looking at the chat, my everything gets blurry, basically. And then they don't. So, yeah, it's just weird focusing things. It usually happens when I start to overheat. And all that, but don't worry, I'll be a-okay. But I probably shouldn't. We shouldn't have exercised yesterday because it did, you know, go ahead and knock us off balance, I should say, a little bit. Also, I forgot to catch my things. Where are you? There you go. Boom. Oh, we gotta leave co-op mode. In terms of a useless power, I would have just the absolute. Well, okay, so it has to be useless. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I would. Well, because having eye color could. Well, no, I guess there's no really use. You make it. I don't know. I would grow I would grow any kind of facial hair on my face. And what I mean by that is not by like me growing fucking trees or bark on my. I'm just talking about I would have the best beard that could grow at any possible length. It would be entirely useless. All right. But it would be nice to not have to trim my beard and shape it and shit. That'd just be a nice thing. So not really an advantage so much as just a weird. It's the same thing as changing eye color, I think. Same situation. I mean, what? I mean, no demand heterochromia would be. Oh yeah, you have like one side of your eye color basically. Cool. Bento says, change my hair to white so I can be the main character. Maybe. I feel like eye color, though, is also a deterrent for being either a companion of the main character or the main character. My power is to make anyone have the most mind-blowing ever. I would use it almost exclusively on political. I was about to say, what are you talking about? That is one hell of a gain. I thought the whole point was there was supposed to be a useless kind of power, but it would aid you in any way. That is a fucking power, my guy. It's a desired power. Some people out here wanting to fucking be invisible and shit. Nah, I'd want that one, just generally. Especially if you had to do no effort, dude, that'd be fucking the best. Fluff says, Menda, shape-shifting, I can become a cube. That's it. Oh, I see. So maybe I misunderstand the question because I couldn't really read it properly. But maybe it's about like getting an ability, but it has a fundamental like drawback or a limitation where you can only do it like one thing. Okay. Lynn says, I thought you couldn't be a hero. Well, I wouldn't be a hero. I'd be a comedian. All right. I don't know if they'd care. Honestly, Fluff says the power would only function whilst watching boring political news. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, so that's the maybe that I'm starting to understand the question. What's good, sub? Says I'm watching your Let It Die videos from 4 years ago again. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much for the support. Hopefully they can make you chuckle or help you in any which way. Appreciate you. Also, I haven't explored this island too much, mostly because it tries to kill me on the daily. So yeah, maybe we shouldn't. maybe we should not. Let's actually just try, see if that other one has thing. Although I think it still reaches. I think the Lightning Nightmare quest that I haven't completed yet still here. Yeah. Malik, what's good? Malik says, someone used the power on Obama. That's why he always pauses. Wow. After every single time, he's just like, oh God. That's it, because Obama has a very like weird way of speaking. As a Canadian, possibly indicated by my cup. Yes, seemingly that's what I garnered from him. It seemed like he has. Because I don't know anyone who speaks like that, ever. So I feel like he was just like, I gotta stand out. Let me talk like this. Fluff says, I am just reminding of a game, the Graham Gums game. Okay, I see. Carthage says, exactly. Malik says, perfect. Carthage says, I would have absolutely have used my power on Obama when he was announcing Osama bin of Bin Laden's death. Gotcha. that'd be a big yikes. You're seeming like you're really like liking talking about him, actually, Mr. President. I don't know if I seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. Further illustrating, it only works on people you have no desire. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay, so I'm starting to get the idea of the power weird thing. Well, I don't know what the hell that would mean for my beard growing one. That like it would have to be. I don't know. I don't know what it could be, because I don't want to sabotage the coolness of it, but I also want it to be, well, I guess the whole point is that it's like relatively useless. It'd be like, whenever I, I don't know, whenever I get into water, my beard starts growing, and it's like, well, that's just unhelpful. I mean, yes, I get a big old beard, but at the same time, it's just a fucking gross, it's just a wet beard in a fucking pool or something nasty. Ew. Fucking ew. Think they'll ever make beard wigs? I hate it. I hate that I said it. I regret it immediately. Fluff says, that's a good one. It would be any capable of being a hero. What I miss? Reminds me of a Dr. Horrible sing-along blog. His one friend that just sweats profusely as his superpower. That was almost as bad as, that was worse actually. That was worse than Meg's weird shitty grows fingernails kind of superpower. Eek. Sounds like a hard, because if you guys actually think about it, just growing, like, even if your nails were like hella sharp, your nails are not like super glued to your fingers, so you would still like stab and then they would just break off. It would be the worst experienced pain ever, man. No good. Mel says, the power of fire, but my body is not resistant to it. I feel like that's, I've seen that in, there's a kind of a not so good Netflix movie where they took like drugs and it made them get superpowers. But yeah, it basically like burned up their whole fucking body when they used it. Brutal. Oh, Fluff says spontaneous combustion regardless of weather conditions or temperature. That's brutal. Lynn says, fun fact: the voice actor of Faye from Futurama became unfirmable by replacing his normal speaking voice for it. Weird. Or unfireable by replacing his normal speaking voice from. Okay. Futurama is one of those shows where it did so much shit. Like I feel like every episode that like those people made were like scientists going into a room and like doing so much acid and then writing down whatever happens. Because it all seems relatively different, you know? Like you never see that real weird range of ideas just kind of sprawled out everywhere. Love that show, but it's also like there's so many things that I don't even remember most of them. You know, the crazy Futurama thing. Conrid Pro says hello Conrid Pro. Forgive me if I'm messing up your name. It's a little different from me. Also, is that where the new islands are gonna be? Is that where like the weird crater thing is gonna be? Because we're getting one island that's basically not an island. I can see that being where that is, but I don't know where the other one is. Maybe there? I don't know. Looks like something. Anyways, we're just gonna boat around. I should probably actually walk on land. Yeah, because none of these really seem like it had much. Yeah, let's just fly around here. See if we can't find any chests. Lone Syndicate says, playing an MMO, she buys one microtransaction and then all she wants to do is play video games and not go to school. Then the demon girl who acts more like an angel who is her best friend? What do you mean? What is this? What are you talking about? Oh, Lone Syndic's comment beforehand was, I also watched this one anime called Gibra Dropout, okay, which is about an angel who is at the top of her angel high school in heaven, but then starting her studies in the human world in Japan, but after playing an MMO, she buys one microtransaction, and then all she wants to do is play video games. Okay, gotcha. Weird. What is that? I gotta Google it real quick, because I feel like I've seen something like that, some sort of weird demon nonsense angel thing. Where is it? Something dropout. Let me just see this real quick. Boop, and then boop, and Google. Show me the money. It looks weird. It looks very weird. Oh no, I've seen something like this. Yeah, I've seen the redheaded person. Huh. Strange, or have I? I don't know. Weird. I see a meme picture. I see. This is what I see. This open image. This is what I see, ladies and gentlemen. I hate it. I hate it. Why do people do this? I hate it. Not good. Not good. Less of this. Okay. Looks like an anime. Actually, I try to see if you like Welcome to Demon School, Maka, you might very well have the same taste as me in shows. So I might put it on the list that never gets smaller. No, I'm not gonna say it. Boom. Huh. Oh wait, never mind. We gotta go big screen again. I gotta scroll down to the chat so we're not stuck in the middle. Good stuff. This, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. You guys look at Shincho, looking all kinds of I don't know, cute. All right, man. I'm back. This is the best part about Genshin, though. Am I right? Am I right? Where we're just like, what do we do? There's nothing to do. Nice. Cool. Just, okay. All right. All right. Malik says, immortality, but I can't heal at all. That's such a good one, Malik. Holy shit. That'd be a nightmare. Do you at least not feel pain? At least make it so you don't feel pain. So you're an equivalent of a zombie, just like sewing himself back together. I mean, that theoretically would not be bad. You would just need to live a very careful life. Yeah, that'd be okay. I wouldn't be a bad one to have. Because I guess not, because you would still age. So you'd eventually reach like decrepitcy, just be a husk. Oh, I fucked up. Yep, nope, not dying like this. I might be dying like this. Let's see. Because it takes some time to teleport, so we might have hit the ground already. Let's see. Nope, we're okay. Yeesh. Did not plan for anything. Anyways. Lynn says, that sounds like a nightmare. I mean, hey! And well, no, it sounds rough. But, with the way the future is going, maybe not so bad. You could just somehow get yourself locked in like a pod and like just numb yourself and then just like experience weird. I don't know what it would be. I feel like there's got to be something in the future where eventually we get to the point where we can like think and have things happen, like kind of a step above VR maybe. Dream. Maybe I'm not sure about dream shit. That seems like it's pretty far off, but yeah. I'm a little worried for VR's state, to be honest, man. I was like so interested in the idea that VR was gonna be popping off, but I don't know, man. I feel like we haven't gotten that big like RPG like game that it would like. I'm pretty sure kill people. I'm pretty sure people would just go like days without eating. Although theoretically, like VR, you gotta move around a lot. You know what I mean? So you theoretically would like feel inertia and shit. So you would not do that. Or at least you'd think that would happen less. Bento says, artifacts are all luck. Yes, artifact grinding is a nightmare. It is like artifact stat based on luck. Yeah, it's all like RNG, man. It's all random. So if you farm an artifact, you're just lucky. You're trying to get something to drop, basically. So you need to use resin consistently to get many flips of the coin to increase your chances of getting something good. But yeah, Carlos says, Shincho is looking submissive and ew. What? Carthage, that's such a not okay thing to say. That is such a not okay thing to say, especially when I'm almost certain he is not even remotely high up in terms of age. Unless I'm dead misread that. That's so fucking brutal. Don't say that, man. God. Lynn says, yeah, and then no, I mean, I like it, and you can try, but I don't know if you really want to do that. Do what? What do you mean? Because I just saw someone else's artifact. It got like 70% crit rate. Each artifact, and all mine has crit rate. What do you mean, like leveling up your artifact? Yeah, because you need to infuse your artifacts with resin in order to actually make them pretty good. So yes, that's something you have to do. What's good, Darkness? Darkness says, love your content, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Darkness says, keep going. Appreciate you, man. I'll do my best. Alone Ticket says, yes, the list of anime, no matter how much you watch, by the time you finish the one, you're done, you've added 20 more. Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. And then people always tell you to like watch the shows, the anime, and you're like, man, I'll be honest, I'm not sure, like, as much as I know it's going to be good, I just don't know if my heart can handle all this that you're at, like the whole race thing. I don't want to see some fucking person get beat up, a child get harmed, you know what I mean? And if it is, it should be the main protagonist, and it should be like a comeback arc, okay? Which I don't know, but I know it's good. It's just like, ugh, I can't handle that. So I'm like, I'm just gonna choose the ones that I would enjoy, knowing eventually I'll get to those ones, sure. But anyways, Fluff says, so you live forever, but you still become old and decrepit. When you reach 80/100 onward, you don't have any ability to heal from injury or illness. I was thinking more like you basically are immortal, but no benefit whatsoever. So you're still, but also that would just make, if there's no like state of immortality in this weird fucked up world question ability, then I feel like you would just, like, because your mind would eventually go, it's like, no, it's not just like your body like breaks down. It'd be like your mind you just become an empty zombie that can't remember anything. In fact, there's this thing with Achievement Hunter. They have like these weird old man thing. It's like their weird meme, but yeah, anyways, it's basically the same thing where like people are saying that these weird characters are technically immortals, but they're so old and broken that they don't even remember that they're immortal anymore. They just don't die, and no one knows how they still exist. Which I always thought that would be a really cool premise for like a shitty story, or like side quest characters. Old people that are so like just broken mentally, but they're like, yeah, fuck it, I can't die, but I can't also remember anything because I still get old. Which sounded lovely. Also horrific. Anyway, Bento says, I'm waiting till we have the same tech in the movie Gamer. Yeah, the premise of Gamer kind of polluted it a little bit. Also, it seemed like it was still like Connect. And I'm not sure if I want Connect. You know what I'm saying? Like, Connect is not where I thought, like people are like, get a Connect. And I was like, this is not where I want the future to go. This is not where I'm sitting there doing this. No, look at me. Look at me. I'm doing this. Fuck. And then you're sitting there like, Xbox Play. Xbox 360, Xbox Play. You're just struggling. I hated it so much. You just sound like an asshole, and it takes 3 seconds to click with a remote. Like, as much as that future may be cool, I don't know if we're gonna get there. You know what I mean? And I don't know if we're gonna get there without AI help, and I don't know if AI aren't gonna fuck us. You know what I mean? Oh, you guys are funny. You guys are too good. Bento says, hide the grin. Hide my what? What does that mean? My ex? What's that mean? It had to be said because it says. Yeah, I'm not sure it had to be said. You told us to enjoy spending. Yes, enjoy spending time with someone. Don't do the whole incel thing where you're like, we were just getting drinks. You're just harassing some poor person. Lynn says, that's true. What you mean it's not true, Lynn? Don't fucking join him. What we doing? Stop it. Stop. No one should ever call anybody breedable. Alright? That is the most heinous shit ever. Calm down. Ugh. What if a woman came up to you and said that to your face? Alright? That is some dangerous shit. Alright? Holy shit! You have 53 fragile resin. Yeah, hot damn it! You just get to like AR-45 or something like that. Cause yeah, that's how it's usually where you end up with that much resin. Which, if that's the case, then yeah, you usually want to wait until you get to AR-45, I believe, and then burn that on some domains so you can finally start getting legendary artifacts. I would suggest that you maybe use the Noblest Oblige artifact set domain and the new one in Inazuma if you are of a high enough AR rank, which you probably should be if you got that much fragile resin. Do this domain right here. It's got some of the best gear in the game that can be put on a lot of characters, generally speaking, and they'll profit. So that'd be my advice, which you didn't ask for, but I threw it at you anyway. Bento says, emotionally draining anime? I know the pain. Yes, Bento. I'm happy you do, my friend, because yes, there's so many of those shows where people are just like, yeah, it's so fun, and I'm like, there's a huge section where they hint at like the main character being molested. Like what? Why did you do this to me? I just feel depressed and sad now. Like, Jesus Christ. Fucking guys, come on. Don't do this to me. You fucking sick people, okay? You can just move on through this? No, I'm gonna be gutted about this for the next couple minutes. Love says there's a lot of characters in fiction that are immortal but have horrible endless. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Malik says, I don't know about BAAL, but Sara, I feel a wish coming. I mean, man, I don't know. As much as I think BAAL, like, so here's the thing. Love our boy M-Tash. I do. I know some people think they got a whole bunch of feelings about him. I don't get it. Honestly, I don't get it. He seems like he's just a goofball making some videos, has opinions, doesn't seem like he's superimposing them on people. Anyway, point being, he made a video talking about Sara, and I thought it was interesting, but just in terms of the talk about is Sara going to be good, I think she's going to be great for what it's worth. Any character that can scale up your attack is good. But one of the things that's insane about Xingqiu and Bennett is that you don't have to do anything and you get everything. You know what I mean? So like, if you're using any character, like again, the fact that Sara, you have to like switch to her, aim, and then fire, or is it use her E and then aim and then fire, whatever it is valuable and it is good, but it's only up for 6 seconds. So the idea of you aiming, hitting, boom, and then say you do play like a Hu Tao, you activate your E, you're going to be able to do some damage, but then it's not how the game quite like scales or works, you know what I mean? So I think Sara is going to be great. It's just a question of, is she going to be in the realm of like a Bennett or a Xingqiu? I wouldn't necessarily say so. If you have her C6, I think C6 is a whole different story. I think she does probably beat out Bennett in some cases. But yeah, I don't know. I think she's great. I like her design, I like her kit, I like her idea of kit, all that stuff. In terms of like her, I don't know. Because like the whole thing where like Bennett and Xingqiu, those are some tough boys who have like stupid utility and shit to them. And I don't know. I just think in my head, I'm like, I don't know. Because again, the fact that the reason why Bennett's so nuts is because you stamp the ground and you can eviscerate everything immediately, you know? And also it heals the shit at you. And all, which I guess can be a negative. So maybe like Sara would be a good antidote to characters who like her, like Hu Tao, who want to be health gated but also would love the attack scaling. So I think again, she seems like she's built to be a character that can kind of slot in to other characters. I'm a little sad to see her alt, which looks so flashy and looks so cool, have such a high cooldown, because of course it would be cool to see that more often, and also to give her greater synergy within BAAL, because there's no character that really does that. The only character that really comes to mind is Zhongli. I believe Zhongli costs 80. Let me see. I went down to my characters, and the game fights me. It says map, and I'm like, nope, it was the guy. It was this. Okay. Unless I'm wrong. Maybe, is it 60? Let's see. Maybe 60. No, it's even less. It's 40. Okay, sorry. We want more cool energy cost than that. I just don't know what's the character that has, like, the highest demand for, like, alt cost that could give you a lot of resolve stacks for BAAL with having like the ability to like cycle easier, so you're not waiting on cooldown, although BAAL does have a long cooldown when you use her alt, so it's not like you don't have time to kill. But the one that comes to mind, I think it's every other character that's going to be good with additive damage. So like Xingqiu, I believe, is 80, right? Just weirdly, even though he doesn't feel like he has so much energy. I think it's just because this gives you so much particles, which is always interesting. Like if you see a character that has 80 cost to stuff, it doesn't mean you should write them off and be like, oh, it's going to take so much to get them back stuff, because they could just generate a shit ton of particles with their E and whatnot. Anywho, I think Baido is the same way, right? Baido is is a hungry girl who demands quite a lot. Yes, 80 as well. I don't think the main traveler is as crazy. Although I think I have him on Geo, right? No, I don't. Okay, good. Let's see. You have 82. No, okay, yeah, those are all good characters that should be able to give. Well, we don't know how much stacks you need to get with BAAL. You know what I mean? And those cooldowns are actually even less than they look because they're going to be giving you extra damage whilst you're using them. You know what I mean? Also, BAAL's attacks look also, man, I wish she had a different name because it just sounds like we talk about nuts. Anyway, but yes, BAAL's attacks seem like they almost like hone in or teleport onto enemies, which would be badass, because that's the biggest negative it seems like to BAAL, is like the fact that you would have to sprint and run towards an enemy and then hit them, sprint, run towards an enemy and hit them, to where if you activate your ult, you only have a little bit of time to deal some damage. So ideally you would teleport to them and just start shredding everything, you know. Hopefully that'd be the hope. Will we get it? Who knows? Who knows? All that. Or actually, beta leakers and whatnot, no. But not us. Good job, Yoey Mia. Killing it. Living her best life. Ah. She has higher level talents than everybody. And a better weapon, I think. But anyway. Hide your Shincho from Karth. Yes. Yes, Bento. Although, I do not... Oh, shit. Oh, what happened? Why was I getting killed? What was killing me? Yo and me is like, you know what? I decided to die. You know, you're going to treat me like this? I kill myself. And I'm like, all right, well, shit. Oh, right. Well, does that make sense? Is it this water that's poison? I don't know. Seems like a lot. Anyways. But yes. Fluff says, wish, I was going to say something about, oh yeah, I was going to say that, I mean, hey, at least Carthage knows what he likes. The age bracket freaks me a little bit, but that's it. That's the only thing. Wish I was a bit more specific, like how they got Hey Cereal, hey, yeah, man. Yeah, with the Xbox thing, though, man. I will say, I played, I don't know what it was, if it was Skyrim or something, but that was one of the only instances where it was huge, where you could be like, Xbox quick save or something like that, and it would just do it, and that was awesome. But instead games like other RPGs just were like, you know, the pointless back or share button or whatever, or the D-pad, we're gonna assign a button, just click that and it saves, quick saves. And I'm like, that's huge. Thank you so much. Lonsig says, I choose the power to turn off my ability to hear and see. Oh, I didn't see I gotta see the follow-up. What was that in tied to? I choose the power to turn off my ability to hear and see. What could be a one that is good, but still has a negative? I don't know. I want something that has to do with lets me sleep, but has a cost. Or, I don't know. Mine is, I don't know. I was about to say it lets me sleep, but on a full moon. That's just a fucking point. But it would be a nice rest. But you could plan for at least one night of just utter sleep and bliss. That'd be good. But yeah, but not quite enough negative. I'll say. That's it. I can sleep instantly, but I have horrific nightmares. So, no, I do not want that. No, thank you. But I come out of it really well rested. Like, really well rested. Would y'all take that? Like, the best rest you've ever had, but a horrific running from demons and shit. Some of y'all might be like, easy, I already do it, and I don't get good rest because of it. Lynn says, I changed my power. I want the ability to mute people IRL. That just sounds like a nice positive, honestly. Just get some nice sleep and serenity. Helen Keller is famous, a deaf-blind person in history. All right. Bento says, BAAL's banner is so... it is pretty good. Well, we can't see it just yet. But yes, it does seem pretty good. Again, a lot of people are psyched for Shang Ling. But for your boy is a little less psyched because of this. Yikes. Big yikes. But you know, yeah, it's still yikes. Ganyu's burst comes to mind for the burst to help ball. Yeah, no, I think that'd be good too. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. But doesn't she have 60? Is it 80? I thought it was 60. It should be fucking 80. I just don't think it's... yeah. But also, I do think there are pretty hefty negatives. Like, as much as I do think her, like, attacking like crazy is going to be amazing, I think it's also bad because she's electro attacking. It'd be cool if it was just like white damage attacking. That'd be fine. But the fact that it's electro means it's going to dominate the elemental reaction priority, which is a lot of what endgame Genshin and melting bosses is messing with the weird elemental mastery stacking shit. Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah. Malik says, oh, I want to change my power too. How about power to play back memories in my head, but it plays in a random genre? Okay. Yeah, I feel like that seems like fine. I don't think it has, like, my thing is that my thing that I'm garnering is it either has to be so useless that it doesn't even warrant it being used, or has to have such a big negative that it almost becomes like a huge price and you don't want to use it. like the immortality thing where it's like, yes, I can survive, but also my life will just become hell. So it's like, well, isn't that good? I don't know. Come on, Bennett. Give me all the things. I don't want to use Hu Tao and have her die on instant, so we're gonna do this. Easy. 32 damage. Disgust me. Oh, this might be actually hard to deal with. This. Some of this. Some of this. Fuck it, that. Because I just have it and I don't want to have it. And we'll do this. And then we'll do this. That should, well, now you're just dead for sure. Oh, I missed. Malik said, oh no, I read that. Fluff says, a power that would probably... Also, can I just say thank you fucking Carthage for fucking giving us the best prompt ever? This has been lovely for the chat. I'm going to Google some of that shit today, because this has been nothing but lovely for all of us. I've thoroughly enjoyed this conversation. You guys are incredibly creative. Fluff says, a power that would probably still count as something to be used as a hero/villain, but... supposedly Discord notification sounds only happens when someone head when you talk to them. I hate that, Bub. Be the worst. Also, Fluff says, so call her Raiden Shogun instead of BAAL. She has, and I had no idea, I forgot that about that entirely. The Shogun, or the Raiden Shogun. Okay, I'll do that. I forgot about that. Carthage says, I demand she be referred to as BAAL for the awkwardness. All right, well, Carthage gave us the prompt. I feel like he can make this demand. Lone Ticket said, you could also call her Mai, since her character design is based on Mai from Hawkeye. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, man, I think I'm gonna be absolutely hyped when running around with BAAL. Although you're not necessarily gonna be, it's not gonna be a character you're gonna run around with and see. Well, maybe. Does anybody know? Like, has anyone looked deep into, like, the leaks for BAAL and seen if we are going to have to level up all of her talents? Because I know her alt scales up her, like, main attacks with alt damage in mind, but does that still, like, contribute to your base stats also increasing? So are you going to increase BAAL's normal attack to help her with her alt? Is basically what I'm wondering. Because if that's the case, then maybe her main attack will be okay. Won't be great, but okay. And then he says, Electro Water of Doom. Yeah, no, it just dropped me like crazy. Fluff says, same applies to Yai is reminiscent of Yai Sakura. Oh, from Hawkeye as well? Okay. Fluff says, which is a bit humorous for me since one of the Hollow Live talents is Sakura Miko. Oh, okay. Lucia says, don't nightmare interrupt sleep though. I know that's the whole premise is that it would be good, but also not probably worth it. All right. Now he says, every time you sneeze, you can either instantly sleep or completely shart yourself. My guy, that would totally not be worth. That would not be worth. You'd be sneezing and you'd just be like, you just hard lock your nose. You're on a date and you're just like, just fucking gone. Actually, that would be, honestly, Nanny, I would take it. I would actually, I take that back. I would get one of those, what do you call it? Like just, like people use, a headphone plug-in, and I would tickle my nostril, and then I would just go to sleep in my bed, and I would just fine. And if I ever needed to sneeze, I would just like empty my lungs and hold my nose and not do it. I could feel like I could use this. I could work around the negatives. That was also a solid one, Nanny. I like it. Plus says, people have that without being a superpower, and really? Oh, they just shot themselves? Yeah, I can see the shotting yourself the part. Fluff says, also, I think Grin struggles enough trying to remember the names of Genshin characters. Let's not make him more confused with hot. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Fluff says, as I said, I'd still be a hero / villain, but okay. Life is always better when BAAL in your banner. Bento says, I don't know, did leaving Razor autos help his ultimate well, no, but that's the thing. Bento, what do you call it? Mihoyo has made a point to say that BAAL levels with alt damage, where for whatever reason, if you use Noblesse Oblige 2-piece, it increases your alt damage, but for whatever reason, for Razors and such, it doesn't level up apparently his, despite, like, it doesn't level up his Wolf's, like, electric attacks, despite it should. But for whatever reason, it doesn't count as that, probably because they don't want you to build him in a weird alt damage way. They want you to build him in like electro damage or physical DPS kind of damage. But for BAAL, they made a point to say, no. She scales with alt damage. Her alt scales with alt damage specifically. So I could see you having to level up her main attacks as well. Which makes her very greedy, frankly. Like all of her talents need to be like leveled up to 9 or 10. Brutal. Brutal. Lynn says, you may want some adult diapers too. I mean, man, I feel like I trust myself not to be able to sneeze. The only thing is that, like, I could also debate fate by being like, hey, guess what? When I sneeze, I always cough. So, what does that mean? I also piss myself? I don't know. It sounds horrible. Never mind. Fate would be like, yeah, bitch. You're just going to get even more wrecked. So, not good. Probably not good. Never mind. Fluff said, but basically what I'm getting at, boys, is I would trade a lot to just have a good night's sleep. Okay, as an insomniac, yeah, I'd be fucking juiced to have this fucking power, okay? Also, what if I just make sure I fast for most of my day, so there's nothing theoretically in my system, you know what I mean? There's ways. Fluff says, Grin's excusing himself to use the restroom. When he comes back, he goes, sorry, I had to sneak. I mean, I guess that would make sense. Isn't it one of those things where, like, when people... Would this be a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. I feel like I would appreciate it. What if somebody, like, you were hanging out with friends, or you were on a date, and a person came back from using the restroom and said, like, or like, I don't know how the conversation would happen, but basically, maybe even put yourself in the situation. I've heard that some people go to the restroom to, like, pass gas, or to, like, blow their nose, or to sneeze, or some shit like that. Mostly pass gas, something like that. And frankly, I think I'd be cool with that. I think I'd be like, that's sweet. It's a nice thing, especially, like, I don't know. I never got the whole, like, dudes liking, like, farting on each other, kind of stupid, weird, like, got me, bro. I never got that. I'm always just like, it smells like shit in here. Like, why did you do this? Like, it's just, I don't know. I know there's some, like, jock bro thing where they're like, farts are the funniest. And I'm like, yeah, when you're not getting, like, shit on, basically, man. It's the worst otherwise. Also, it seems like it's bad for both parties. Significantly more for another one, but still. Malik says, you can see an hour into the future, but all the futures, it would probably make me indecisive. I feel like that's a pretty good power though, Malin. Let me see. So you can see into the future, but all futures? Kind of sounds like the weird fucking movie called, I think it's called Next or something like that, with what's that actor that's a psycho but also like not the worst? I don't know. Nicolas Cage. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like that Nicolas Cage Next movie, but yeah. What's good, Zing? Zing? I'm gonna call you Zin. Zin. Zinixler? Oh man, I'm gonna call you Zin. Forgive me if that's not okay. Let me know. I mean, how I say the name, but appreciate you, buddy. How you doing? Hopefully having a lovely day. Thank you so much for stopping by. Lone Zing says, how about the ability to call animals, but they have a high chance to kill you rather than help you? Yeah, I feel like that wouldn't be that. I feel like you could win wars in that way. Because, yeah, theoretically, you just put yourself in, like, a cage, get a backpack full of food, go to, like, some sort of war-torn country, and then just start calling in animals or some shit, you know what I mean? Or at the very least, it'd be, like, a last resort. Hey, I'm dying in a pool of my own blood. Get fucked. Just call a bunch of animals to also kill them, you know? Unless they were super passive to everybody else. In that case, they'd be like, all right, well, this is fucking stupid. What are we doing? What are we doing with our time? Also, I probably should stay down there, right? Yeah, let's stay on the ocean edge. I feel like this is where a lot of stuff could be. Ooh, Fluff says, the animal call back with, bitch, what you want? Yeah, disgust me. What do you call? What that was one of the funnier, silly kind of things from Rick and Morty, but what do you call when Morty like fucking killed his whole planet basically because and the fucking what is it called? The stupid like chipmunk things were like, we gotta do little, we gotta do little here, and I was like, holy shit. Also, that was the one thing. Who's to say animals are cool? You know what I mean? Like we think animals are the most lovely thing ever, which I would agree with, but. Also, what if animals are just like the most heinous, evil, cruel things on the planet? Which honestly checks out. Have you guys seen like Nature is Metal? I haven't. I've only heard people bring up clips every now and again, and I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen ever. It's a sad like gazelle getting his guts ripped out, and I'm like, I don't need this in my life. Stop it. Anyway, point being, yeah, I feel like animals have no chill, and yeah, dogs. I'm sure dogs would, like, if you could hear what they say, it'd be sad. They'd be like, I hate you and you're useless and you're a failure. And it'd be like, all right, well, Jesus Christ. But I'll take it, honestly. Even if it's just a front, I'll accept the front. I'm that desperate at this point. It's not great. It is what it is. All right, boom. This. Why did I not activate her? Yeah, I did. Oh, you have a fire-resistant shield. Disgusting. Anyways, we'll do this. Now, Hutao, a little bit of damage. Why didn't I just wasted so much stamina without even doing a charge attack. And you're dead, so it's pointless. This should do it. Boom. Boom. Why? Die. All right, there we go. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Accidentally calling a grizzly bear would suck. Yes. Carthage had just started reading a new book yesterday too. This one is basically the isekai character came back 40 years after to find Earth changed by her class being summoned. Huh. Weird. So they like she went there, killed it, did well. Or is it like they did it, they helped the world, they got transported away, but then the one person came? What do you mean, Carthage? I would love more depth and more information about that. Fluff says, I love how Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 have the pet pal perk. Most of the time it's useless, but there are some key quests that have a better route if you can speak to the dog or sheep nearby. That's pretty cool. It's awesome. I always love that when games like that had, like, that was one of the things in, what was it? It was like, I don't know, but there's certain like Bethesda games I remember, like whether it was like Lady Killer or something like that, or like the strange whatever, but it was like in New Vegas where like you just got the ability to like make up some random bullshit, or like see things in weird corners of the world, you know. But anyways, it was yeah, it was a very, very fun little game mode thing, or a little like gameplay tweak that made like you have more dialogue options that were like, oh, what is this? And it took you down like a weird third wall break, or like a nice suave thing. Carthage says, that reminds me of a time I took a friend to a tag office to renew his truck tag. I warned him that I was going to Harada, because I don't want to say it. He didn't think it would be bad. He nearly threw up while I died. Yeah, see, I've never been. See, my thing is, I will just feel anger and I'll hurt you. So my thing is, like, I don't handle that well. I wouldn't be like, I would just be like, I would just be mad dogging you, like, you better run, because I'm not laughing. This is disgusting. How dare you do this to me? Fluff says, as a furry, I think animals are alright. No, I think animals are great too, but I also think that, like, if you had the power to talk to them, I feel like they'd either be over it, or they would be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you, because yeah, or they would be like, you're annoying, because you're in my way, and all these things. Who knows? Maybe you'd have a Disney-like situation where it's just lovely, where they're all just like, oh my god, you're the best, you're so special, I'm so happy you're in my way, and I'm so happy you're touching me now, great, yeah, all that. I feel like it would not happen. Lynn says, I like cats, but I'm certain they are very, very selfish. I can see that. Lynn says, if you drop the soap dirty, or is the floor clean? I would say the soap's clean, right? Because you just wipe away some of that stuff, and then boom, you're good to go. Fluff says, water isn't wet, it makes things wet, but there is such a thing as dry water. Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay, sure. The Fluff says, more games need a wild wasteland. Yeah, wild wasteland mode. That's what it's called. Yeah. Carthage says, so in the book, her class was summoned. Demon Lord sent assassins after them. She lived only by turning into a lich, and took 40 years for her to kill Demon Lord. Then she went back to Earth. Okay. See, that seems a lot more. That would seem like a lot more crazy. The whole, like, I don't know if it's you just telling me so many things about, like, stories, Carthage, but whenever, I don't know why. It used to really be like, ooh, she turned into a lich, and now I'm just kind of like, okay. You know, I think you've ruined me. You've ruined me by telling, there's so many weird expectations from all the weird books you've read, you've told me over the couple of months and years at this point. To me, my bar has been set, and I haven't even read them. So you've done this to me, and it's your fault. Oh. Bento says, oh no, not the water wet argument. Lynn says, I need to play that. I never turned it on for some reason. Okay, weird. Oh, yeah, Wild Wasteland and thing. Honestly, I just watched a video that consolidated a lot of it, because I always went with the one perk that when you wore glasses, you got like double perception, so I could lose some perception and not be screwed. Oh, I see. I was just making a joke. Only think animals are desperate, but being... Okay, gotcha. No, okay, yeah. Ventus says, get water wet. What does it mean? Guys, I'll be honest. I'm not sure if you guys have the same thing, but I sometimes, I touch my eyes, and I feel like I'm not sure if it's just that I have pollen or bacteria or whatever on my fucking hands. So then I touch my eyes, and then my eyes start fucking watering because I, like, push bacteria or some weird shit in it. And yeah, now my eyes are just set off. I think it's also because it's allergy season, basically, and I set my eyes off, basically. No good. Hot dog, our sandwiches are as our tacos. All right, I don't like this anymore. Don't come for tacos. All right, tacos are just... They're the best, all right? Leave them out of this. Don't do this to them, all right? They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for this weird judgment, all right? Stop it. Also, fucking Yoi Me just said some crazy, like, yeah, but it sounded weirdly like with a lot of air in it. Anyways, it just seemed like something to point out. Oh, also, yeah, you always gotta use her ultimate before you do anything else, I think. Also, man, we're doing 4k damage just on hanging out with Shincho, basically. I think, well, maybe it was because we were in Bennett's ult that we were getting a little more damage. Don't drown! Please don't drown, not like this. Ho hum. Bento says my brain is small for the. I agree. It's too much for me. I don't want to think about it. I'll be honest. I'm a little under the weather. I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. Also, you know what makes more sense to me? When fishing comes out, that grabbing a fish. I guess when you grab a fish with your bare hands, you literally rip its body apart and you just get the fish. But stabbing a hook through it somehow works out. Weird. Carthage, so in order to get water wet, they basically have to use a chemical that keeps the water molecules from binding together. Weird shit. There's so many stories I read, and I've raised the bar of I agree. But also, to me, I'm like, I don't know. It's also like one of the things I feel like is an inherent problem with people, including myself, is you don't realize that like your state, the state of you right now could be different. So if you're like super, super full and you're just not hungry at all, it's hard to like rationalize wanting food or like someone not having control over that. But if you're hungry, then you're like, okay, now I can get why you would do that or why you wouldn't want to have food in your place or whatever it could be. So for me, I'm just not in a very... Oh, also, I want to talk to you guys about that. That's why I'm talking about this. I watched the 3 episodes of ReZero. Finally, that's a new anime I'm watching currently because I had to stop watching Welcome to Demon School Irmika because I had to build more episodes up and I don't want to be stuck on the cliffhanger. But I watched ReZero and I've seen the show in the back burner for like ever, and I did not expect it to. I thought it had like a come up, like basically it started off kind of fun and goofy and then it's like it got kind of real. No, it's just brutal at the cuff. It's just like bitches getting stabbed and harmed, and it's just like ooh, goddamn. Also, I feel like it's gonna be a show which has like the coolest part, at least to me, the coolest part about like the Groundhog's Day, I'm stuck in a death loop kind of mentality, is when they do like, okay, here is the character, like because usually they do it in like in a way that you don't like the character stays the same visually, he doesn't change physically. So at a certain point within the story, you're like, wait. Why are you so calm? Why are you so good? And then they kind of drop the bombshell on you that like, oh no, this person's been doing this for like 100 resets, so he knows everything, he doesn't care anymore, he's deadened to the outcomes that are going to be befalling him. So it's interesting. But anyways, the problem with this archetype though, to me, and this is something I'm feeling in episode 3, and I can only imagine this gets worse, is we as the viewer, just like the main character, have seen all of the like the cute and wholesome and nice interactions he's had with these people, but then he goes back in time and doesn't have those interactions. So we're just like, oh, like the main character, she's like, he's just some guy who randomly helped me, and I'm like, no, don't do this. God damn all of you. Anyways, also I can totally see it's not going to be like a Groundhog's Day thing, just because like the Groundhog's mentality is theoretically, if I could see every possible outcome, I can position myself in a way that I could basically like, I know every outcome, so I'll just stand in a place where damage is not going to happen and like just dunk on you, but only for this specific instance. But I think in the show they're establishing like, it doesn't matter how many times you reset, this person is so overpowered and strong that it does not matter you knowing their abilities, because it doesn't matter if you know every move they're going to make. They have such overwhelming strength that this does not work here, because it's like a magic world, right? So I'm just sitting there like, ooh, this is going to be I'm going to love it, and I'm going to hate it, I bet. There's going to be moments where I'm like, God damn it, why doesn't she remember it because of fucking time? God damn you, doing this to me. Also, I've not met Ram or whatever the heck the other pink-haired girl is. Burping is just your mouth farting. I don't like it. I don't like the premise. Okay. It might be true, but it doesn't have to be right. Okay. Stop it. What are you doing up there? Now, of course, it ran out just as I did this. This is true. It releases... it's a release of gases. Like I said, doesn't mean it's right. Alright. Malik says, once you start clapping, you never stop. The time in between clapping just changes. Guys, I'm not like, you guys are dropping like bombs on me, and I'm just so mentally not here that it's just like, I don't care. Just in my head, and I'm like, I don't understand it. It's gone away. It's not your fault. It's just me being a little under the weather. Look at this. Absolutely stuffed up. Not good. Ruff says, dreams are just brain running defrag program. Lindsay says, I like how the stream turned to us just having a lovely chat about random topics and with gameplay. And yeah, it's true. It's turned into a real shit show. Okay, but it's a hard shit show. I should probably bring back Yo Mia just because it's kind of useless otherwise. Mel says, Hu Tao is 19. You don't have to worry that too much. Really? I don't really understand that. That don't make no sense. Okay. People shipping a 19-year-old and a rock god. Is that? Oh, you mean like Hu Tao? Or no, sorry, Ganyu and Zhongli, you mean? Huh. Fluff says, they also ship a dog boy with a drunkard. I don't see the problem. A dog boy with a drunkard. Who that? Who's that? I don't understand. I don't understand. Lone Syndicate says, yeah, ReZero is brutal, and the way the main character dies in some cases is just disturbing, and over time, in some cases, his mental state takes toll. Yeah, I was about to say, it seems like like even in episode 1, he's like, yeah. But my whole thing is also like the problem with Groundhog's Day is where you're like, just give up. Like it's time to reset. Like if you guys were put in a Groundhog situation, what do you guys think you would do? Would you guys be the person that's like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to, what do you call it? I'm gonna live my best life. I would be like, no, bitch. I'm gonna reset as soon as shit gets even remotely not okay. I'm gonna be like, fuck it, I'll try again. Bang. I'll have some random asshole, and I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna pay you. At some point, I need you to lunge at me and stab me through the heart 6 times and hit me in the head with something. All right, quick, easy, painless. Gone immediately. Instead, this motherfucker in ReZero is sitting here just getting wrecked. I'm just like, man, it's time to reset. It's time to reset, reprioritize something. You got all this time to reset. Maybe he doesn't. I haven't gotten that far in the show to see if it's limited. But you got all this time in the goddamn world to just go find out magic. Just go to some stupid ass library and find out what the fuck a spell is and just reset after every day. Some bullshit. Okay? Instead he's like, no. I'm gonna hard mode this shit and just go for the most vicious pain possible. I'm just like, why? What is your problem? It's like exactly what we're talking about having a power, but someone being like, no, I will use this so that it only harms the shit out of me. It's like, why? Jesus Christ, man. Also, I should use you, heal you up a little bit. Yo Mia is so good, and you guys are seeing gameplay of her be so good because, yay, I just healed you, and she just got 1 hit. I cannot tell you how much I love that character. It's just like, I just can't even, it's so good. Even with BAAL, just like with BAAL in that instance, she would be fine, right? If I had BAAL there, it would be, all of her problems gone. Just the best. Oh my God. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh God, ow. Some of this. Hurry up and die so I can put down Benny's ult and heal up everybody. Jeez Louise, Shincho even. Oh! Kazua's quotes are just him smoking Nuka. Probably. I can see that. Malik says, I love ReZero. Hell yeah, Malik. I've heard nothing but good things. And I really liked it thus far. Although I do think there's like memes about it. Like again, what the heck's that about him like doing it on hard mode, not resetting. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe he's like, no, you can't reset that many times or something. I forgot the name of the anime where the guy goes back in time to save a girl. The anime does the go back in time better, and the one where the boy goes back in time to save his school friends forgot. Is that a race? I think it may be a race. Oh, weird. Garu and Venti. Yeah, I don't get that bit. I don't understand that. That don't seem right. When people die in Genshin, they turn into dust. When that's how Hu Tao puts in coffins. Oh, weird. I'm not sure if you're joking. Yeah, I have no idea. Lynn says she's my girl, but I will let her stay dead for 20 minutes. What happened, Lynn? Fluff says I think Genshin used the usual anime excuse. Almost every character is technically 18 and some. Yeah. Classic disgusting anime where they're like, yeah, it's like she's 100-year-old witch or a vampire. Why? Yeah, just trapped in a child's body. All right, you see, that's the problem though, because theoretically, whoever's attracted to this in any way there's the problem. There's a problem with this. She may not be at fault, but everyone else is. Why is she wearing that? What is that about? Why is she wearing such a? It's weird. It's weird. Lynn says she's my girl, but right, that. Fluff says, aside from Klee, Chi-Chi is a zombie, Dione is a cat lady, and Sayu is a Japanese woman cursed with smallness. I suppose that's true. Yeah. I think Sayu actually, lore-wise, is actually pretty old, but she's just a tiny person. Hazel says, I always take advantage of it and became stronger or cheat some. Yeah, I feel like that. I feel like that'd be a play. Although I guess maybe, well, no, because I don't know many shows that do that, have like made a point to like utilize that aspect of the thing. Chi-Chi is the only one in the group that will not grow whatsoever, and even still, her friends die. Yeah, sad. That's how sad. Elizabeth says, so Dione isn't an underage bartender? I don't know. I thought they may have said something about that in the thing. Correct. She's just a small because cat. All right. Klee is a 400-year-old vampire, obviously. Says Donto, yeah. Lone Syndicate says, damn, Fluff, I was so confused about all along. Bento says, literally what I just typed. Fluff says, pretty sure you can't be an underage bartender. I thought that was one of the things, though, because I thought, no, I guess I'm misunderstanding. I think Dione is not. It's not that she's underage. It's that she just doesn't like alcohol. I think that's her lore. I got it twisted. Sorry. Yeah. She just doesn't like what she does. Not even what she does. I think she just doesn't like. Well, no, because she seems like she likes making alcohol. It just seems like she doesn't want to hang around a bunch of drunkards. I think that was her weird rationale. Come on, give me the particles. Also, I want to get more particles from you. Hu Tao, even though I probably should keep you low. It's fine. And we'll do this, dodge, not dodge, sprint. There we go. Perfect. And then you. Oh, there's a lawnmower going by. Crazy. Stop it. This, open chest. Give me that amazing Inazuma stamps, sigils. Ugh. So many you need. Lynn says that reminds me of a vampire girl from Gate. Is that, yeah, the weird like fucking a scythe person, right? Yeah. That one, I don't know. That one's a big red flag for the main character. The main character's like, but also that's the whole point, isn't it? The main character's like, yuck. Like, this is weird. Stay away from me, gross. But also she is like theoretically, yeah. So that whole like argument of like the weird communication aspect, but also this thing is where they're like animals. It's all fucked up. It all seems like a lot, honestly. All it seems like, I don't know why we're here. I don't want to be here. It seems like too much. Oh, I missed the thing. Come on, Hu Tao. God damn it, she's so small. Stop freezing me. But even still, she's still locked and loaded. Easily able to still perform. Gotta love Hu Tao. Bennett, do your thing. Do this. Do this. Do this. God, there's so much bullshit in my way. Stop! Focus on this person, man. You guys don't know how annoying that is with Yoimiya. Like, basically, you're trying to get them to lock on, like, the one enemy, especially with the new samurai katana guys like that who can heal. You want to knock them dead as soon as possible, but you're just sitting there like, please, no, stop focusing on the underling. Or, oh man, it's even worse when you're when you got Yoimiya and you're fighting one of those weird, like, electro witches who have, like, a bunch of bats around them. Shit is impossible. Because Yoimiya will just be like, yeah, fight the bats. You're like, no! Like the one person that actually matters. Also, because she has projectile legs, she can barely ever hit them, you know? Unless you're point blank. As you need a liquor license. Okay, see, that's why Down is that way. Kaya hates grape juice because it's unromantic. Like, what? Yeah, Kaya's a weird guy, for sure. If I couldn't make another more bisexual character than a Kaya. I feel like it's impossible. Love says, I mean, they applied the sad trope of outliving friends to yeah. I thought Ganyu was going to have that, but I think she's just like, yeah, I only care about Rex Lapis, eat it. I'm like, Jesus. Lin says the Zhongli, but the sound of it is a quote. Oh, I mean, they apply the thing. Fluff says, Diona hates alcohol and wants everyone else to hate it, but she's being cursed in the no one what she makes. Yeah, but is it actually a curse? Like, is there curses in Genshin that like, or is it just like, yeah, it seems like it's a curse. I can see it actually being a curse. Carla says Diona's dad was an alcoholic, and she just decided that she was going to make the worst tasting booze ever to get him to stop. Well, that's sad. That's real sad. Diona doesn't like making alcohol. She, in fact, wants to make the worst alcohol ever, but everything she makes is good. Yeah. Love says, yeah, unfortunately, the Cryo Archon gave her a vision that makes any alcohol she makes amazing. That's hilarious. The Cryo Archon is a troll for sure. For sure. That's hilarious. And then they're just like, I bet he's a thigh man too. Seen Ganyu and was like, you know what? Here's all of the power that ever existed ever. Okay? You'll rival gods. Okay? I heard a rumor about that Morax was telling me about how a creature was trying to eat you and got caught on them thighs, and then I couldn't handle it. So I just threw all of the power I could possibly muster at you. That's why a lot of the other cryo characters, they're okay. They're okay. She complains about it with one of her Serenity Pod dialogues. Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you call it? I wonder if, because I know Diona has a hang on. I haven't done it yet, and I wonder if that talks about that. Mel says, I miss my Game Boy. Yeah, we got a mobile. Well, maybe you got a mobile phone, but yeah, everything's on mobile now. But yeah. Fluff says that she'll never realize it. She's always trying to come up with more disgusting things, but it just immediately, nope. Ganyu is more of a loner, feeling like an outcast from both Mortal Worlds and Adeptus. Weird. Why every character gets sad backstory. I know. Because I feel like if a character just had a really happy-go-lucky backstory, they'd be like, oh, must be nice. Oh, cool. You don't need to be protected. I feel like that's a big psychological part, probably, to some extent. Rosaria's is pretty dark, too. Yeah, she was a thief and whatnot, right? Lone Snake says, to be fair, Ganyu and Kaching are just opposites in terms of believing in gods. Yeah, it's true. Fluff says, Rosaria used to be some sort of assassin. Yes, that's what I thought. Like, I thought she was like a treasure hoarder assassin person. Fluff says, hence why her kit gives her benefit for backstab. Oh, I see. That checks out. Kaya hates what Diluc loves and loves what Diluc hates, and vice versa. Yeah, but I think they're also like step brothers, right? Yin Yang bromance, or yeah, Yin Yang bromance. Lone Ticket says Rosaria used to be a part of a bandit group before joining the church. Yeah, I thought that was what it was. I don't know. I thought it was like a treasure hoarder though, or is treasure hoarder synonymous with kind of a weird bandit archetype character kind of thing? Also, is this where new like artifacts are? Because I gotta mark this on my map if that's where artifacts can be attained. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been streaming for a hot minute. minute. Not too long, but not too short either. All right. Yes. What is going to be the next couple days? So BAAL's going to come out on Tuesday at 4 p.m. probably. Pre-install the game and whatnot. I just don't know what that looks like. Also, like, should we just brute force the story so that we can get the weekly boss as soon as possible, so that we can start getting material to level up what I would assume is also going to be a part of Garu's ascension? It would only make sense. But all the new-ish characters are going to have to do with the weird other person. But yes, I will say, with this new... Oh, shit! Oh, I could have done this! Do I have a little bit of money? Nope. Damn it, that's a little bit of a waste. And I actually need more. So, well, we could spend a little bit, but also it feels weird and sacrilegious to do this with just... I got a good bit of thing. Good bit of primo gems. I don't know. I'm debating whether I should go try to get some more Mora. I mean, I got 5 million, but it'd be nice to have a little bit more. Lonesigan says, honestly, I need to watch more lore videos. Yeah, I have not done it yet, and I feel like I don't know if I'll really like dive into it, or if it'll be more of like a, all right, well, yeah. I feel like you gotta pick and choose, because I feel like there's a shit ton of lore. But then again, there's also people who like don't even play Genshin who just love lore and shit like that. And I'm sure they're having a field day. Lynn says, "Oh my God, the primo gem." Yeah, man. I got the. I did stack my advantage too hard though. I was gonna ask you guys about that too, because basically I bought the season pass or battle pass, so I spent $14 on the battle pass just to get the primo gems, and more. I more wanted the resin, which I don't even have that much fragile resin yet. But it was just so that when BAAL came out, I could farm the boss a little bit more times. But I think I may actually get down to like 5 fragile resin at this point, because I only have 14. I have 17. But yeah, just to get a couple more boss materials for BAAL when she comes out, so I can actually level up to probably 70 or usable, basically. Anything below 60 is starting to not be able to play in Inazuma specifically, especially with the new katana guys. But yeah, I think I got a good bit of her talent ascension material though, but a lot of her stuff is negated behind certain things. So yeah. But I was gonna ask you guys, do you think I should buy? I don't know. Do you guys think I should buy the Primo Catalyst things? Because I know they're going to give us top-ups. I won't do anything below 20, I think. I think I might just do 20. Although, I don't know. It seems like nothing. It's like a 10 pull or something, right? Yeah, I don't think I'll do that. What's the 10 pull? 150? Yeah, I don't think I'll do it. Lone State says, when are we gonna spend those standard wishes? Hazel says yes. I was thinking about doing them every couple, like doing 3 per stream, but I'm also kind of waiting for the thing to have, to get Yoimiya. What's happening? Loading failed. Uh-oh. Did my stream crash? No, we're still going. Weird. 10 pull is $20. That's brutal. That's so fucked up. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. It's 1 10 pull. That's brutal. It sucks. Anyways, yeah, I want to wait until Sayu's on here, which I don't know if they're going to do, but you'd hope that they would. But yeah, it would be cool to see if Sayu is a part. I mean, is it? Maybe? I don't know. I think probably after this banner, she might be a part of this thing. Yeah, Yanfei's there at least. That'd be cool to get Yanfei. The Rust we could get, that wouldn't be bad either. So yeah, we'll see. But I want to wait until Sayu. So probably we'll start doing 3 pulls next week. Yeah, because that'd be what I would want. Whew. Also, a little reminder for you guys. Your Serena teapot, just throw around a bunch of shit. At least I hope this is gonna work. But yeah, because in 2.1, sorry. They're going to basically nerf the statue gardens that people have used to get a lot of Adeptus power. But if you have a lot of the Serena teapot unlocked anyway, you'll have multiple realms, which all I think add up cumulatively to your general Serena teapot stuff. But you can carry over your supplies. So as long as you spread yourself out, then I think you should get past your your resource management weirdly or whatever. So yeah, just something to take note of, something to do. Also, can I see it? Oh, I didn't even collect that today. Hot damn. Yeah, like this. Because it shows your like previous. Yeah, so it shows all of your worlds. So cumulatively, even if you do have a lot of the shrines, if you placed a lot of your stuff in your other worlds, that should help get you closer to getting to the max capacity, which is 20. So just a heads up on that. Before the reset happens, so you're not wasting or not getting your gems or your realm currency. And whenever you want to use the 8 for the Noel banner, never. It's gonna have to rip it from my hands. I can't wait to dive more into BAAL. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Again, hopefully the story really lays it out in a nice way and doesn't just make it like a. Well, I don't know, because it feels like BAAL. We're gonna weird like when I look at BAAL's like weird lore. So like when we've seen, let me just do this. I'm not sure if I can pull it up. Let's see. But basically BAAL's or Raiden Shogun, her weird thing, her like upgrade or not upgrade, her like breakdown. Where it talked about her lore, it has a weird way of like phrasing stuff. So I feel like this is kind of hinting at what it's going to be for the general story. But this right here, where is it? If we scroll down all of her amazing cool abilities, it look very interesting. Her story, is it this? No, this is just her topic. This is what she says to us. Yada yada yada. But it says, I have acknowledged that you are a person of superior ability. Henceforth you will be my guard. Worry not, shall any danger arise, I shall dispose of them. And I assume this is this is hinting at our character's relationship with BAAL to some extent. So to me, I just think that's curious. Do you guys think that we're gonna basically like overwhelm BAAL with our strength in a weird way? Which will be really interesting, because that would probably, I mean, we're at the point in the story where our main traveler should probably realize that he's a god of some sort, or like has the potential to be a god, or lives forever, technically. So I don't know, because they could mess around with that, where like technically our traveler will live forever, just like our sister did. And yeah, I don't know, maybe that's the way they kind of make that fall apart, and they're like, hey, we'll live forever, so we'll always be there for you, so you won't ever have to be alone. That might be something. I don't know. Lynn says, I don't think Grin will ever touch the novice banner. No, I won't, Lynn. Smart man. Lynn said, the crystal bundles are kek poo-poo. Yeah. Bento says, 10 pull is like 20. Yeah, brutal. No, thank you. Again, do the battle pass and the Welcome Moon, and just be consistent. I think it'll go way farther. Some of the Raiden Shogun lore goes deep. BAAL deep confirmed. They haven't updated the standard banner yet. Probably wait until Inazuma 4 are added to it. Yeah. I have 3,000 Primo Gems ready. Malik, I hope you get her. But oh wait, no, I'm not sure. You were on the fence whether you're gonna go. You're probably gonna get 1 or 2 of the of Sara, right? Kujou Sara. Fluff says, which might not happen until 2.5. Ooh, or something. Hence, we're only getting 1 4-star. Yeah, I may just say fuck it then. We may just start doing it next week just cause. Angel says, wow, really? Yeah, no, that's brutal. Lone Secret says, I want more consolations for Lisa. That's why I still wish on the standard banner. ONF of the reasons. Okay, gotcha. Fluff says, I've got about 72 wishes saved. You getting after it, Fluff? So I should be able to guarantee a pity. Nice. Bento said, just keep going, man. We got a couple more times to wait. You got Mermaid Girl and maybe Yai. Bento says, I could see them nerfing the screen everyone uses. What? What do you mean? I could see them nerfing the screens everyone uses. What you mean? Fluff said, Lone Syndicate, Jesus Christ, Lone Syndicate is a nice fluff. Fluff says, not for BAAL mind, I'm saving for Gar. Yeah. Lone Syndicate says the beginner banner will still be on Genshin's account 5 years later. They're gonna take it away from me. I'm guaranteed. They're gonna be like, okay, we need space. Whenever they have like 5 banners, I think they're gonna be like, all right, get away from it. Or I'm gonna misclick and I'm gonna be like, nah. So for Genshin finishing all the banners. Yeah, it'll be when eventually finally comes to a close, when they're about to turn off the servers. I'll be all old and shit, and I'll be like, and we'll get nothing. Bento says, overwhelm her with love and power of friendship. Maybe, man. But again, she says she acknowledges that you are a person of superior ability. So I feel like we're going to beat the shit out of her in her weird, like, realm and shatter her eternity. And then be like, hey, friends? Friends, though? You don't have to be alone anymore. We can hang out. Lynn says, you can be my guard, but I'll protect you. I know. I'm into it, frankly. That sounds awesome. It sounds nice. It sounds like not the annoying Tsundere, but like the like, okay, no, she's a bad bitch. She's a bad bitch. Makes sense. Fluff says, I think the moment the traveler starts realizing their power is when he/she starts questioning Paimon. Ooh, maybe that's a good way to put it, Fluff. Hazel says, I feel next chapter will be BAAL versus Scaramouche. Yeah, that's true. We could also probably, I could see that being the case too, where we're like, it's the Fatui trying to like manipulate her and like attain her chess piece, and then we're gonna probably come in and, well, that would be the cool thing. I would really love to see it and maybe this would make sense for her saying you have superior ability if she is weakened and her godhood is like getting jeopardized, and then our character swoops in and tries to help. I could see that being a good way, because right now with Venti, we kind of helped him do a quest and take care of a friend, and Zhongli, we kind of helped. Honestly, Zhongli's story is still pretty, like, we don't know what the deal was, but still pretty shitty for him to basically lie to us for such a long time. Like, Morax is kind of a McA-hole, okay? But it would be cool to, like, feel like you're at least level, or you've, like, the god would have been in serious trouble if you weren't there. You know what I mean? Like, you pulled them back from the brink, because the other god is kind of like, no, we don't really seem like we're, I don't know, when talking to Venti and when talking to Zhongli, it still feels like talking to gods, not talking to someone who's like, no, you pulled me from fire, you're on my level. You know what I mean? It would be cool to see if BAAL was like that, especially if she is a person who seemingly was like the youngest of the gods, and again, if you could help her, would be cool. And for her to actually see you as a equal would be neat. Lone Singlet says, I just buy everything. I buy the Welcome Moon Battle Pass and the occasional top-up pack, maybe two. Yeah. Again, I think I'm talking about, like, if you want to stay reasonable within the game, I think that's the season pass, not the worst, but not all the time. And Welcome Moon, keep that shit on cooldown, basically. If you pay $100, should be guaranteed. C3 guaranteed? Okay. Love says, that's just my speculation about the standard banner, since we haven't had the updates since Yanfei was added. They could just slowly introduce Sayu into the next couple of versions of the numbers. Yeah. The main folding screen in the teapot is giving you the most coins. The pine folding screen? What do you mean? Love says, but it won't be until a few more banners at least. Yeah. Which is a little shitty, so maybe we should just say go for it next stream. Lone Singlet says, Grin, you might get a 5-star from the Noel banner. I mean, no, I could get like 5 stars. I still wouldn't pull the banner, because there's no point I don't need the 5 stars. Nobody has the fucking free wishes still, my guy. Okay, everyone has 5 stars. I'm a crazy person. Love says, I did wind up getting Kaching, or was it Mona, for my second novice poll. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I remember Fluff getting a lot of amazing characters when he first started Genshin. Lone Singlet says, again, all BAAL needs is a hug and deep down after she wants to look after us, but we're like, how about we protect each other? Seems weird, but okay. Yeah, sure. Again, maybe in the context, it could be cute. Fluff says, Paimon gives me some intentional naive vibes. Reminds me of a fan theory of Darth Jar Jar. Yeah. Besides, she's named after some sort of god of destruction. Really? That'd be hilarious. She's gonna need more than a hug. She's outlived 3 of her closest friends, which, damn it, Mihoyo, screw you for teasing an actual fox lady, and will never get to play. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Fluff, when I seen the when they first started introducing Inazuma, and they showed like that dude with like the weird ponytail, and he's like wearing a baggy like katana thing. He's the one that they're trying to kindle his vision again. But also, I wonder how that's gonna play out. Like when we eventually do befriend BAAL, is she gonna like give everyone's visions back? What, like, again, does that, it doesn't mean that, like, I don't think, like, hopefully there's some sort of conversation with Kazuha where she's like, I'm sorry, I was in a weird state, or like my brother corrupted me, or my other ambition corrupted me. I don't know, some bullshit, I don't know. But yeah, does anybody know in BAAL's trailer though, when she like reaches for like her like more fancy self, what does that mean? Is that like her idea of eternity slipping away from her? Like this was her when she was happy and at peace with the world, and then she walks away? Lone Singh says, I hope BAAL, Venti, and Zhongli interact with each other at some point. I want to see how a conversation between the three of them will go. Yeah. I think Venti will be I think Zhongli will lead the conversation, and Venti... I think Zhongli will defend and stand up for Venti, and Venti will just be fucking air, be wind, and BAAL will be like a fucking antagonist. That's the premise. Love, how about a hug and a kiss in the forehead, some head pads, and a lot of long therapy sessions? Love says, I'm curious if there's a purpose for the spare quill you get from every region. It may have use after all regions are added, or just as souvenir to provide you with area. Yeah, maybe I think they may add some stuff with housing where you could like make trophies and stuff. I could see that happening. Ashley's back. Hit deflected. Also, I think Nanny at the very beginning of the stream cashed in a what was it called? A status point. So let's do one of them status points, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna wind down, and we're gonna chill out, and we're gonna wait for 2.1. Right? Yeah, 2.1. Here we go. I'm sore and I'm sick. Why am I doing this? This is stupid and nonsense. Oh, my body! Sitting for such a long time. Okay. Does this button work? It does. You guys can see all my cords. Okay. Oh, my back is exposed. No good. Ugh. Okay. We did the things. Alright. Okay. Alright. Lynn says, later guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, Lynn. Bento says, her past self seems to be the main theory floating around. Okay, gotcha. Malik says, what if people start dying in the story? I mean, maybe, I would hope not, man. That was something that's always, I mean, as much as I like when there's, I don't know, I always just feel like it's, like if someone dies in the story, it should either have meaning and purpose, but then I hate when the meaning and purpose is literally just to make you sad. Like when there's like, we have a new DLC, here's this new character that we've just introduced. Hey, by the way, by the end of the DLC, he'll die horrifically, or like he'll die in the first 30 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck? Stop fucking playing with me. Fluff says, I thought it was one of her friends she thought she saw. Guess it would be her equivalent to the Barbados and Morax outfit. Oh, okay. I don't like it as much. I like her current outfit I think more than that one. We've been winding down for the past hour and a half, I feel. Yeah, it's true. I do look forward to giving Xinjiang a big tuna and to catch, all that lovely stuff to Shangling. Yeah. Azel says Borderlands 3 pretty much. What you mean Borderlands 3 pretty much? Redeem a water will do. All right. Ugh. That's like green tea. That's not good. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you've been nothing shy than absolutely wonderful. I uploaded a video earlier today because I didn't want to have it uploaded right after the stream because I feel like you guys get more than enough of me after putting up with me for like 2 hours or so. So I thought I would, spoil your morning and throw a video up there, at least the morning for me. But regardless, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you next week. There are going to be content coming when it comes to Genshin. I still, unfortunately, have a lot of content to upload about Yoimiya. So I have a Yoimiya video, I have a Hu Tao video, and then I have weirdly a Hu Tao and Yoimiya video just to see if they play well together, which you guys have gotten glimpses of here. And the Yoimiya video and the Hu Tao video, a little bitter. All right, because you'll see. Just yikes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. You're great, you're wonderful, appreciate you, and goodbye. Boom. Love you, Beto.